The truth is that so many people wake up every day and they are in what I call autopilot and smile mode. They wake up every day with this pit in their stomach and they dread the day. You just do what's required of you. You don't shake anything up. You don't offer up your creative ideas. You don't challenge that person that you know is wrong. You don't even look forward to the thing they used to love. And I know that feeling because it was me. When I was 10 years old, one of my favorite things in the whole world to do was to go down into my unfinished basement and put this record on our record player. And I would pretend to be a radio personality. And it was in that moment that I said, this is exactly what I'm gonna do with the rest of my life. Just 15 years later, I was being recognized by Billboard magazine for Radio Personality of the Year. I'd achieved every dream I could have imagined, working in the biggest markets, becoming nationally syndicated, meeting every famous person that anybody could possibly imagine. I don't do that anymore, and it's because of that word right there. I walked away from the one thing that I loved more than anything in the world, and it had everything to do with not only the way that I was showing up, but the culture that I was surrounded by. Things around me suffered as a result. There's these self-sabotaging behaviors. Your best people, they worry that things will never get better, and so they decide to quit. They don't set boundaries. They don't know how to say no to people. They avoid these difficult conversations that they know they need to have. They pull back on their brilliant ideas, and they don't share the things that are on their hearts and their minds. And you won't be able to tell because they're in autopilot and smile mode. If you want to bring brilliance back to the table for you and your company, right? It's simple. To me, it boils down to the simple concept that it's outdated programming. So many of us choose to stay in like what I call Windows XP. Sure, it works. Yeah, I can send some emails and maybe watch a couple of videos, but it's outdated and it's not efficient and it's not the best of what it possibly could be. Eventually, everybody will have to get to that point where they decide this isn't working for us any longer. Something has to change. We have to get out of our comfort zones. We have to try new things if we want to experience something new. So it's time to update. When you stop all this self-sabotaging behavior, you will experience freedom like you've never experienced it before. You're engaged, you're creative, you feel like you can have any conversation that you want with people. You don't avoid them, you're not afraid to say no. Imagine a meeting where people come alive and the ideas are just going crazy. We can break the cycle to end dysfunction, to bring people together, to build teams that want to work together. You have to make the choice that you're done with the old way of doing things. I was afraid about what was going to happen. And what I want to say to you is this: what if it all works out?